Yes, my dear friend, a very good morning to you wherever you are around the globe. Yes, except you are in Asia, then a very good afternoon to you. But if you are in Africa or you are in Europe, you are in the morning. And you are highly welcome to today's special edition. It is Friday. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Yes, it is Friday and we have only just about, let's say 48 hours to that big match. Chelsea-Liverpool. Chelsea-Liverpool. But there is so much coming up around the globe in the football world. And I want to give you, first of all, some breaking news before we move on to Chelsea. Breaking news. Yes. That is how it is right now. Breaking news coming over last night. Xabi Alonso has agreed deal to join Bayern Munich. Yeah. Well, according to Sky Sports News, Xabi Alonso has agreed deal to join Bayern Munich. Details are not yet out, but this is an insider information from Sky Sports. We are waiting, maybe today, we're going to hear much more on it or not. We will clarify that, how true it is. We will let you know later today. Hopefully, there will be clarifications whether it is true or not, but right now, the breaking news, Xabi Alonso has agreed a deal to join Bayern Munich in the summer. That is the breaking news we have for you right now. Then we move on to another breaking news, which actually it was yesterday. We got this very clear. The public ministry asked for 9 years in prison for Dani Alves. The victim asked for 12 years. With Neymar's help, a deposit of €150,000 was made, and the sentence was reduced to 4.5 years. 4.5 years. Well, we got a news yesterday about Dani Alves, yes, who was charged. Actually, I spoke about it, but I didn't go into details. Dani Alves met this lady in a club. He went to the club, he met this lady. And along the line, they were both drinking, having fun, and the lady followed him. And in fact, it was a signal, like we are in a club now drinking. And then I signal you, we went to the bathroom and we did our own thing. At the end of the day, in that part of the world, the lady brought up a charge against Dani Alves, reported the issue. She came out from the bathroom and told her friend about the incident that took place in the bathroom, that Dani Alves forced her, tried to push her against the wall to do their own thing. And it became a news. And this case has been dragging on for so long. But finally, this week, the day before yesterday, the issue went back to court. And Dani Alves, before they even went back to court for the final day, the court, which 3 judges sat on the case, Dani Alves already presented an amount of €150,000 through his friend, Neymar, to use that to compensate the lady. Yet the lady rejected the money, but that was what helped the case. Why the judges, looking at the effort that Alves was making, that he was willing and ready to settle the matter once and for all. They looked at the €150,000 and they reduced the sentence and they gave him 4 years and 6 months. 4 years and 6 months. Actually, the public ministry was asking, that the government prosecutors were asking for 9 years sentence for Dani Alves. The lady in question herself was asking for 12 years sentencing, but the judges actually slashed it to 4.5 years for Dani Alves. And he has been warned not to touch or to speak to the lady for a number of years, over 9 years, not to speak or touch the lady for over 9 years. Dear friend, some of these things that are happening around Europe, is not as if even in Africa, in Nigeria or in Ghana or any part of Africa, we don't have the laws. The laws are there. When it comes to ladies, even your own wife, when she says stop and you don't stop, she can use it against you in a court of law. As men, let's just be careful. You can be in the, let's say you are almost there. Like we say, I'm almost there. There are some level when you reach. When the lady says stop it, it's difficult to stop. It's difficult to stop. But even that, if you don't come to consensus, if she did not allow you to continue and you continue against the law, it's in Africa, it's in Nigeria law, it's in Ghana law as well. I know very well. And like a place where I am in Malaysia or in Asia, did you know that even to touch a woman's bum, to hit a woman's bum, you can be in prison for 9 years? This nyash. Mistake, maybe you both enter the lift, and let's say your hand, paraventure, just brushed to her nyash, mistakenly. And she said, hey, why you touch me? You are in big problem. He said, you just touch. Somebody said, brother, I just touch you. You touch only. 9 years imprisonment. Yeah, in this part of the world, in Malaysia, where I am living. In Malaysia, where I'm living, you cannot just go to a restaurant and maybe you are a waiter in a restaurant. A little girl comes to the restaurant with the parents. You carry the little girl. Hey, baby girl, and you try to do like this. They call it abuse, child abuse. Hey, baby, you will even leave the baby up. Without a consent of the parents, it's an abuse. It has a big sentence. 8 years, 9 years, 12 years imprisonment. In a restaurant, you are a waiter. You only try to play with that little girl. You try to entertain the family that came to the restaurant. Just that. It has consequences. It has consequences. Dear friend, the only thing you can do is to seek the permission of the parent first before you touch. As a matter of fact, I have been to the shopping mall with my kids, my daughter, when she was young. When we plait hair for my daughter, all this, all this white, when they see that plate, hair that is plaited, they want to touch it. Little girl. Before they touch the girl, before they touch my daughter, they seek permission from me. They ask me, can I touch? Can I touch? Before they touch. There are laws in certain countries. Only that sometimes in Africa, the laws are there, but we don't make use of it. But the truth is, if really we want to make use of the laws in Africa, like my own country, Ghana, even the lawmakers, some of them would have been in jail by now, because there is no wife, there is no home that every time a man wants it, the wife will just give it. Women will always, in Africa, we will always say, hey, stop it, I don't want, stop. And as a man, you want to have it before you go to work. Everybody would have fallen short of that. Thank God the laws are not effective enough in Africa. Dear friend, Dani Alves now is going to be in prison for 4 years and 6 months. 4 years and 6 months. That is how it is right now. Dani Alves, we remember his playing career, his days playing football, beautiful football with Barcelona. He is a legend of Barcelona. And look at how it's ending up with him. Dear friend, let's be careful. Let's be careful. Try as much as you can to build consensus before you move on. Build consensus with a lady. A lady that you think you have paid her bride price, she still can press a charge against you. Even though it doesn't work, go and report to police that my husband, I told him to stop and and he refused to stop and he continued. At that police station, I know the police will even harass the hell out of that lady. But the truth is, they are supposed to take up the case and find out why. That is how it is. Dear friend, so Dani Alves' case, finally, but according to his lawyers, they will be appealing the case. They will appeal the case. So those are the two breaking news I have for you this morning, dear friend. Before we move to some other news for the day. Thomas Tuchel lost all domestic cups. Three. And lost 2 cups finals to one team twice in the same season. Thomas Tuchel of Bayern Munich, who is leaving Bayern Munich at the end of this season. He lost all domestic cups, or all domestic cup finals 3 times, and lost 2 cup finals to one team twice in the same season. Tuchel lost the FA Cup to Leicester. He also lost the EFL Cup to Liverpool, and then he also lost the FA Cup to Liverpool. Sunday's game, would that be a determining factor for Pochettino in Chelsea? Pochettino plays his first domestic cup final against Liverpool. Will you be judging him on the result of this cup or not? Will you judge Thomas Tuchel on the result of this cup or not? Thomas Tuchel, most of us, we still want him back. We always hail him. Apart from Jose Mourinho, I think the next coach that Chelsea fans will like most is Thomas Tuchel, before Conte. Yeah. Thomas Tuchel. Most of us, we even want him back. He was the last to be sacked before Pochettino was brought in. And we want the owners to swallow their pride and call him back. But I'm asking you this morning, he lost 3 domestic cups and 2 to one particular club. FA Cup to Leicester and then EFL Cup to Liverpool at the same time, FA Cup to Liverpool. Pochettino plays his first cup for Chelsea on Sunday, cup final. Will you be judging Pochettino based on this game? If he should lose the match, what will be your opinion? Will you call for his sacking at the end of the season? Do I know most of you or most of us, if he wins, our heart would have been softened. We will say, oh, let him continue. He's doing a great job after all. He has won the first cup for us. Don't forget, if we are to win, this cup will take us to Europe. When I say Europe, I don't mean Champions League football. It will take us to Conference League. If we win, this cup will take us to Conference League football, which is European football. Yeah. But then, it also has its own consequences because there's not enough money at stake when it comes to the Conference League. But we are not going into that right now. The only thing is that it will take us to European football. But will you be judging the coach Pochettino based on this cup? Dear friend, a very good morning to you. Let me leave you here. I shall be back with more exclusives in the coming hours. See you when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.